everybody. We're gonna make this really, really short. Unfortunately, I haven't posted for a couple weeks. I'm gonna try to whisper maybe a little bit to make my voice not sound as gravelly. I planned on taking a week off, just to kind of get everything settled and kind of get some new systems in place and just kind of deal with some of my burnout that I've been dealing with. And then I promptly got sick last week. And apparently, as of right now, it's still holding on. Got some deep coughs, and obviously my voice is a little bit not great. But I didn't want to not post anything again, because that's not my goal here. So I want to at least try to check in and let you know what's going on, and hopefully my voice holds up for a little bit here. Otherwise it's going to be a really, really short video. So I took a week and just kind of took some time to think about like my schedule and what I have on my plate and what's important, and trying to remind myself of how different my life is compared to what it was before I moved here. Like, everything's different, and I have this thing in my head of I'm supposed to be able to handle everything and adjust and whatever. And I think the reason I'm sick, or part of the reason I got sick, is obviously germs, but the other thing is, I think, stress and overwhelm. I think I'm just so worn down and I just was so susceptible to it. So I had fever, chills, I've had a cough, I've had a sore throat, my tonsils swollen, I've had, body aches and exhaustion and all the things. And this weekend I actually felt okay. Like, I didn't feel 100%, but I felt okay. Like, I felt like I was on the upswing. And then like in the middle of the night last night, I coughed, and it was like this deep cough that went down through my chest and rattled my rib cage. And I was like, well, I guess that's a thing. And then I was like, well, I'm going to power through and go to the office, because I'm like, I was home like all week last week. And I'm like, I just don't want to, I want to go, and I want to, be productive, and I don't want to sit, it was really hard. And on my way to the office, I like started talking to myself in the car and realized that this is what I sound like, and it like comes and goes. It's been squeaky. I've tried to make a couple phone calls for work, and that has not gone really well. I mean, I've done my best, but I told myself that October was going to be a month of reset, and in many ways I think it has been. I feel like I've kind of identified some of the things that need to be different and the things I need to change, some different focuses I need to have, and all of those things. So I feel like positive about that stuff, but it's very disappointing just to to wake up again this morning and just be like, I was really like ready to take on the week, and right now all I would love to do is like drink hot drinks and sleep, but this is what it is. But I did weigh myself this morning, and it was 311.8, I think is what it was. I'll put that on the screen. And I actually did a comparison of when I started in August to what I am now, and I'm actually 12.5 pounds lighter. So I can't really complain too much, because that's like a little over 8 weeks. There's that part of me that's like, well, you could have done more. You could have done more, but that's like 1.5-ish pounds a week or whatever. So that's not bad. And considering how little effort I've put into like planning stuff with food is pretty impressive, honestly. Well, even like last week, I was home like all week, so I didn't have the temptation to go and get fast food or anything and all that kind of stuff that I usually do. So you know, do I wish I was lighter? Yeah. Do I wish I felt better and could do more? Like, I wanted to start working out today. Like, that was the plan. And I mean, short of maybe going for a walk with Rigby, I think I'm pretty much not going to be doing that today. And that's okay. But 12 and a half, like, I'm making progress. Like, I'm going in the right direction, and it's not perfect. Like, obviously it's not, because I mean, there's days where I've binged, and there's been, you know, things I've eaten that I shouldn't have, and I've, you know, should have worked out when I felt better, and I didn't, and stressed out and whatever. But I mean, just, I could be in the same place that I was when I started right now, but I'm not. Like, I'm 12 and a half pounds lighter, and that's awesome. Like, that's so awesome. So it was nice to see that number today. And I did actually weigh myself twice on my scale and then once on Paul's scale, because I was like paranoid that it was wrong. But it was pretty right. So I mean, between the 3 weigh-ins, the numbers are pretty much the same. So I am where I am right now, and I can't, this is where I am. I'm sick and I don't have a voice, and I'm still coming out of, you know, not being well, but I've still had success with, between the sickness and stress and everything else. I've actually still done okay. And maybe this isn't the week I'm going to start doing more workouts. I don't know, but you know, I feel good that I've made progress, and that's kind of impressive. So I really wanted to set a goal for this week, but I'm not really sure what that is now, considering how I'm feeling. I'm hoping that after a couple of days, I'll be back to semi-normal. But for now, I think I just want to focus on continuing to reevaluate the things that are stressing me out, and, you know, implement some of the things that I'm going to try to do to lessen how all that is affecting me, and you know, ask for help when I need it. And I need to say yes when I can, and I need to say no when I should. And I think the biggest thing is just accepting that that's what it is right now, you know, and not putting myself through a bunch of guilt trips because I can't do all the things that I want to do and say yes to all the things I want to do. You know, be present for the things I can be present for, and participate when I can, but also, you know, take the time to recoup and recharge when I need to. And I think over time it's going to get easier, and it's going to get better, because, you know, I'm going to adjust to, you know, my new situation and my new life here. But it's not going to be an overnight thing, and thankfully no one makes me feel bad about it, but I make myself feel bad about it. So I think that's kind of what October has been, is just like a learning experience of, this is where all the pressure is coming from. It's coming from me. And just figuring out how to take that off and how to change my mindset about it. So, but it feels good to know that even though I'm not doing everything perfectly and not doing everything the way I want to, I'm still doing pretty good. I have a voice like a frog, or I swallowed gravel or something, but what do? You know, not a perfect month, and not a perfect start to, you know, getting healthy, but, you know, this is not going to be the last time I'm going to be sick. And there's going to be bumps, and that's okay. That's okay. Anyway, so I'm going to stop recording, because I don't want to make everybody listen to my voice any more than they have to. Oh, I think I'm going to have something hot. Thank you for being here and listening, and I apologize for my voice. And, you know, if you're working on something, if you have a goal of some kind, you know, you have to look back and see the progress you've made, and it may not be exactly what you want it to be. This month has not been what I wanted it to be at all, but it has been a really good month in some ways, and I feel like I've learned a lot, and I made some adjustments, and I have obviously gone down in weight, so that's good. So we're moving on to week 9.